Hey YouTubers, long time no see. So this has probably been a highly awaited video, and I'm sorry it took so long, but the story really, it's a lot to the story, so I really had to be able to, you know, dedicate the time, and plus I wanted to wait. So with the Halo event, you probably didn't see me there because I wasn't there. So I ended up not being able to get a plane ticket with the gas prices. Plane ticket just was really expensive. And so what I did was I have a friend of mine who lives in Atlanta who I had go get my hair for me. So sent her all of this information, sent her my credit card, sent her my ticket, sent her my specifications for the hair, everything. So she's there, she's calling me, she's telling me who all is there, she's getting her free drinks, you know, she's like, Anya is here, Miss Bossy is here, you know, she's like, oh, the hair is fabulous, and I'm totally dying because I so wish that I could have been there. And then she picks out all my hair. I'm going with her as going on the phone with her as she's like selecting my hair. I told her what to kind of look for. And then at the end, she calls me like, oh my God, your credit card is not going through. So I'm freaked out because I sent her actually 2 cards, but one card was a prepaid card because I had 2 cards, they're both silver. I sent her my debit card, and later on I'm going through my wallet, saw another silver card in there. I'm like, oh my God, I sent her the wrong card. So I actually overnighted her 2 cards. I think what happened, and this is what my bank told me, is that when I shipped it, it probably demagnetized the card. So the card would not work. They tried to punch in the numbers. That wouldn't work. And for anybody who knew a Halo event, they would not accept cash on the premises. So I'm pretty much like, oh my God, I've gone through all of this trouble to get this freaking hair, and I'm just not gonna get it, and it's gonna end like this. And so I asked him, I'm like calling on the phone, I'm like, talking to the guy on the phone, I'm like, can I just give you my credit card number over the phone and you just charge it that way? And they're like, no, we can't do that because the card has to actually be here. I'm like, I'll send you a freaking picture of the phone, of the damn card. That's not an issue. But they're like, no, we can't do that. So I'm like, okay, you just put in the debit card number that you see in front of you, but you can't take mine over the phone. So I'm like kind of upset. Like, I understand it's their rules, but it's like, you know, after going through the whole registration fiasco and sending this stuff in, having this lady take off time from her Saturday to go to this event, I'm just kind of like, okay, and to walk out and get nothing, it was just like, I just couldn't fathom it. I was just really having a bad day. I was shopping and the whole day just kind of took a turn. So talked to Janice. They finally found Janice and put her on the phone, and Janice is like, well, if you can get cash, then, you know, we'll take your cash, but we just can't make change. So I told my friend, I'm like, okay, go to an ATM, here's my pen, try and pull the money out. Well, the card is like absolutely freaking useless. It won't work. And I'm like going crazy right now because I'm like, my bank, and if you want to talk about somebody letting whoever picked up the phone, unfortunately, have it, that's how it went down on Monday. It was like really bad time with me and my bank. But anyway, so what me and my friend who was with me ended up doing is riding around town trying to find Western Unions to send her money to pull out to pay for it. And so the event ended at 8. Now my appointment was at 3. So she got there at 2:30. So I think they were behind schedule. So she finally contacted me about the billing situation like 4:30. From 4:30 to 8, we are going crazy trying to get money and figure out what the heck to do. She had a family emergency. She's riding around town trying to take care of her family emergency and then trying to think about me at the same time. It was just really bad. So, but luckily at the last minute, Western Union, because here I am, Western Union, they put it in, and instead of putting in for the state of Atlanta, they do South Carolina. So now the vendor has to call Western Union to correct that in the system. So it was like Murphy's Law. I was just kind of like, I'm just not meant to have this hair. Like, I'm just not meant to have it. So thank goodness. I mean, because at the end of the day, I ended up spending more than the $150 that I would have spent for the studio or Treselier or whatever consultation. So it was like I was kind of out already. So I was just like, I'm just gonna get this hair, because to have spent this money now and not get this hair would have been a total waste. So they finally get the hair. She tells me that she's on her way. She doesn't know if she's gonna make it. She's gonna try her hardest. It's like 7:45. And then it's like 8:03 and I don't hear anything from her. So I'm like almost in tears at this point because I'm like, oh my God, I'm really not gonna get this hair. And then she calls us at like 8:10 and says that, you know, she got there. Everybody was gone. Everybody was gone there. It's completely cleared out. But I guess one of the ladies there found a bag lying around and was like, whose bag is this? And that was my bag. And so she got my hair. So she shipped my hair to me, and this is my lovely hair. I ended up getting, because of what was available, which was a little funky, I wanted 10 ounces. And I actually I think I only got 8. Or I wanted 9, I only got 8 because of availability. So, I mean, for what I spent, I think my final bill was like $4.85. Because I did mix. I have 2 ounces of the 14 to 16 in medium luster. Everything else is in low luster. And I did that because the 14 to 16 in medium luster is freaking $40 an ounce. I mean, that's just ridiculously cheap. It didn't make, I mean, it was just like, okay, nobody will see this glossy luster. It'll be surrounded by other hair. So that's how I cut mine up. But I got it to try and blend with my own natural length. My shortest weft is 10 to 12. It's either 8 to 10 or I think it's 10 to 12. 10 to 12 inches. And this is the 10 to 12. And I could definitely tell the low luster because it was a little frizzy when I got it out. But this is after me washing and conditioning. So the hair is really soft. I had some shedding, but you know, more than I had with my wavy, but it wasn't, you know, I've had other hair that's been this curly, you know, like coarse texture, and I got way more shedding. So, you know, I have nothing to complain about. You know, the weft is tight as heck, is thick as heck for like this short length, which sucks for me because, you know, everybody who knows you need to have a thinner weft at the top. So I was kind of forced and put in a position to where I'm probably gonna have to get a closure. So I'm looking at Hallie's Curls for my closure. But this is the 8 to 10, and then this is the 10 to 12 inch. And I mean, I put them on the same hanger and their wefts are the same. And honestly, the lengths, this is a double. The lengths look the exact same. You know, I don't really see a difference between, you know, the 10 to 12 and then the 12 to 14. So I don't know, I didn't really notice a difference. But I'm not going to hate on my girl because she did hook me up. You know, it's that type of event, you really have to pick and choose what you want. So if you don't put a stink and say, I don't like this length, you know, they provided rulers and everything, then that's really on you. So I take that on the chin. These are the longer lengths. I got a 16 to 18 inch and then a 14 to 18. And this is how I washed and dried the hair, so I really don't want to take it down. But it is longer. What I don't kind of like is it's not as curly as that top layer, and so I'm just kind of wondering how that'll look. So this is the hair. I'm kind of concerned because to me it looked like not a lot of hair, but you know, once it's double back and everything, it's gonna be really pretty. And my wavy hair actually, I have one of my lengths, I think might have kind of been like borderline C. When you wash it, or when I wash it and condition it, it really does curl. So I might probably kind of fill it in if necessary. But this is my hair. I do love it. I'm not mad anymore. After I was kind of frustrated because when it came in a bag. And anybody who knows who ordered from Arjuni, you know it comes in a little envelope. And it was just like, y'all just saw some hair in a bag, like for real, but whatever, you know, I got the hair, so I washed it, I dried it, it's still soft, you know, no tangles, and it is a coarser texture, but you know, after really researching the hair, you know, I kind of knew it would be like that. So but that's it. Hopefully the Hallie's Curl, and I actually did order the closure, the Hallie's Curls Miami Ripple, because I think her name is Ife or whatever. She's another Arjuni guru. She actually used that with her curly C. So hopefully it is a match. The only concern is it's 16 inches, so my hairdresser is going to have to cut it because my shortest length is like 10 inches. So, but hopefully I like it. I'm kind of concerned about a closure because I don't want to look like I got a ratchet lace front on. but hers didn't look like that. So I'm gonna hope that mine won't look like that. My hair appointment is Wednesday, so you know, I'll be up here Wednesday with the video and you can let me know what you think. But that was my Halo event experience. Would I change anything? Yes, I would have just sent her money and not my debit card. That would have been so much easier. Next time, would I participate if they had a different Halo event? If I could drive to the location, I would totally do it. But to not be able to be there and not be able to like kind of take care of any kind of snafus. I mean, I'm of course definitely wiser now because of the experience, but it was just a little frustrating. It was a very frustrating day, and I know my friend was like, oh my god, our shopping trip is totally blown, and it really was, but we made up for it. But other than that, went fine. Love my hair, and you guys take care. I'm still Team Arjuni forever. Bye.
Jim Johnson. This bad boy. Let's go.
Show stopping at the letter.